small show. It was about 200 people maybe. Before we took the stage, I got a message on Facebook. I got on my Facebook right before we were going on stage, and I saw a message, and it was from someone named Jesse Robinson. And it said, please read, all caps. And I opened it up, and it said something to the extent of, I'm bringing my younger brother tonight, Tyler, to your show. He's a big fan. He's going through chemo right now, and It's Time is his song that he's been listening to, and it's been lifting him up. And I would just hope that you would know that. And he didn't really ask anything. That was it. He just wanted to make me aware of it. And they came to the show that night. And when we played that song, I said, you know, this song is for Tyler Robinson. I didn't know him, but I was inspired by the short story I had read about him. And his brother lifted him up on his shoulders, and he was this, just this incredible, I can't explain him, he was like a light. He was like a shining light in the room, and everybody turned and looked behind him, and he was sitting on his brother's shoulders, and he had his head shaved, and he was just so exuberant. He had this big smile on his face, you know. And we played the song. And we played this song, and throughout the song, the people passed him up to the front, and we had this thing, you know, where he was just singing the words, and it was like this moment, you know, that sometimes happens with music that's unexplainable. I could never explain it to any of you, but it was just so magical. And in that moment, we just formed this bond, and I kept in touch with Tyler throughout the years, and I got his phone number, and we would text, and he was super funny and very sarcastic and never complained, never once. I would even give him the opportunity to complain, you know. You have cancer and you're so young, how does this feel? He's like, I don't want to talk about it, but let me tell you about this really pretty girl, I got her number, you know. And anyway, he beat the cancer as far as we knew, and But then flash forward a year and a half, he was texting me, he said, you know, I'm coming to your show next week, I want to see you. I can't wait to see you. And I got a call the next day that the cancer had come back out of nowhere, and he had passed away in the night. And I can't explain to you the feeling that I had, but it was something that just felt like, I don't know, but something was born in that moment. I felt a lot of sorrow, but I also felt like Tyler's legacy needed to live on because he had impacted me and he had a story to tell. And I called his brother that night, Jesse, and we cried and we talked and we laughed and we had this idea to start this foundation called the Tyler Robinson Foundation. And it has now gone on. It's only been alive for a little over a year, and it's already raised, I think, over $1 million or some crazy figure, and it's helping families that are real families with real issues, with children that are suffering from cancer, and it's helping them. There's so many unforeseen costs that come along with it. It's not, we just didn't want to just throw money at cancer research, or we just wanted to really see the families and help the families with the cost of, you know, a parent has to quit work sometimes and take care of the child full time. They have to drive to hospitals. You know, there are so many costs, and there's different food diets that they go on that are expensive, and these people can't afford these things. It's too much, you know. And so, you being here tonight is actually going to have an effect directly on families that have a child with cancer, and that's what this is all about tonight. This doesn't have anything to do with us. This has everything to do with God. And through you, Tyler Robinson will live on forever and ever, and this is just the beginning of this foundation. So thank you so much to Hard Rock for making this incredible partnership with us, and thank you to Tyler Robinson above all.